Hi everyone, it's Chef Timmy James, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to cook dry beans. Now today we are going through a coronavirus pandemic, and they've advised us to have items on hand that we can actually have on hand for a longer period of time just in case we need them. We never know if we're going to be stuck in our house for 2 weeks, if we need to be quarantined for any reason. And again, we're also, during this time, social distancing ourselves from others. So you want to be able to go out to the store, get some groceries, pick up what you need, and then have enough to last in case you do need it. But there are various kinds of beans that you can actually make. I have been making pinto beans ever since I was a kid with my mother. That is a very, very popular bean in the Mexican culture, as well as black beans, which I also make. There are also cannellini beans, which cannellini beans are really very popular in a lot of dishes and even Italian dishes as well. We have chickpeas, which are popular to put in to hummus. You know, that's just one of the beans that you can make various different kinds of hummus. You have lima beans that you can use. But again, there are so many, and beans actually have a long shelf life in your cupboard or in your cabinet, and you can actually reach for them and whip them up in no time. What I like to do is when I open up a bag of beans, I like to wash them very carefully. And it's important to do that because sometimes there would be some little pebbles when they're harvested and then dried. And it's really important for the safety of your family and yourself to pick out any pebbles that you see or any foreign material that you might see in the beans before you rinse them. But I do that, I empty the bag out into a colander in my sink. I make sure there aren't any pebbles, stones, any type of branches of any sort, and then I wash them and then I put them into a pot overnight, the night before I'm going to make them. The reason why I do that is because it reduces the amount of time that it does to cook them on the stove, so you save on energy, and it just makes your whole process a lot easier. If for some reason you say to yourself one day, oh, I feel like some beans, oh, but I didn't soak them, you can still cook them, it just takes a longer time to cook. But what I do after I wash them, I put them into a pan, fill them up with water, I would say maybe about 4 inches over your beans, and just set them out, cover them, leave them out overnight. The next day then you can start to make them. But it's such an easy thing to do, and all you really do is add onion, garlic cloves. You don't even have to cut up the onion in more than 1 or 2 pieces. The garlic cloves you can actually put whole. And just salt and pepper. Just keep some water on the side so that as your beans are cooking, you can keep adding more water and then adjusting your salt content as it's cooking. It doesn't really take a long time at all. So as it's cooking, you just check the doneness of your beans, making sure they have enough water in them, and also they'll be done once they're actually tender when you take a little bite out of them. They don't have a hard exterior anymore. And as you can see, the beans are all nice and cooked. The onion has actually fallen apart because of the amount of time that I cook these. So that's why I said you don't really need to cut them up too finely. And the garlic has actually disintegrated into everything, and I put an extra amount of garlic. So I put in the equivalent of maybe like 6 average size cloves. But you'll find that it's just really easy to make beans, and they are very high in protein, high in fiber, and they're very healthy for you. And for people that are budget conscious, especially nowadays with people out of work or on layoffs because of the coronavirus pandemic, they'll actually make your dollars stretch for your family. So I'd like to thank you for joining me again today. And again, please, at the bottom of my video, please insert your comments. Let me know what else you want to see me cooking. You'll also see me traveling once we can travel again. And I'd love to hear what you think about my videos. And please, again, subscribe to my channel. Share this with your friends as well. And again, thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I'm loving to cook and cooking with love.